Yo, what about the bumbo clock to them boy, man? Bad mind never kill them. Suffocate to no pussy. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dub the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Nah take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, play down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grabber done flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convertible drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you want proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dub the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know see say we's them dad. Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they ass up, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but that's how we go. Greenfield say we tough, so we a fi bust. And all who a flip up and a lip up a fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy bust, one her belly stuff with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if you're not that pretty. Money say make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it, this a chop city. Anywhere we go how we a lock that city. Money in a pocket city, fat Billy. Don't come around if you're not family. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dub the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. So you know, sister, this whole system you need to change.
To all who see the evil.
Like nothing evil, nothing to blood clot.
Yeah, and they ain't say nothing about it.
ISUPK. Now the apocalypse rage for kill batty boy and Catholic praise. Tatter the lace, buckle the base, chop it up, wrap it up, buckle the game, rackle him teeth. Man stand firm pan battlefield, all when them shackle with faith. All when death look certain, all when nothing no sweet, when you accept the fate. But you have some rasta boy when neglect black woman and child and a fuck white girl. You have some pastor boy where you molest the little children, you them forget dirt. Politician divide the people, them with them remedial roadworks, which farm a band that a dead man turf. And when me grow that a help on earth, me see M1 burst, head back burst. Now they get a youth lay dead pan turf. When mama cry, nobody hear. Who bring in the guns, them over the years. Breaking news, over the air. Millions missing but nobody there to give a count. Nobody never did a count. So brother and Nancy just come full up in my account. Me no give a fuck how much blood clot money you a earn. Man still want Babylon burn. You a so our turn for rule pan earth. Most time me a biggest send damage and curse. One the oppressor, famine and bombing and worse. Feed some maggot and worm. While them pussy they lock up them church. One west stay solid and damning and firm.
Living with the flies on the roach. My youth better watch your approach. Careful how you talk to me. On Facebook, Twitter, me no mind where you post. Shout it out from coast to coast. UPK the truth till me voice get hoarse. Saving the lives of our people, waking them up, teaching the ancient scrolls. Gather together yourselves, every one of the 12. Tired of living in hell. 2 million we locked up in cells. What the fuck is that smell? Our babies in cages. This shit is outrageous. They stole our land, deporting our brothers, our kids with no fathers. UPK, we got the plan. Fuck all the demagogues, their crimes and treachery. Teaching my people these heresies. Who built America? You spilled the blood of my family. Got them slavery. While you shake hands with the enemies, all people destroyed out here. Tax checks, welfare, shit. I smell that weed in the air.
Me no give a fuck how much blood clot money you a earn. Man still want Babylon burn. You a so our turn for rule pan earth. Most time me a biggest send damage and curse. One the oppressor, famine and bombing and worse. Feed some maggot and worm. While them pussy they lock up them church. One west stay solid and damning and firm.
Shalom, this is the ISUPK, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commanding General Yahana. This is the UK branch, the sub-branch in UK, at 394 Lodge Road, B185PW, under Captain Craftier. And I'm sure he's doing a good job, I'm telling you. It's the best I ever seen the school run since I'm here from 2017. Everything just flows smooth. You're always on top of almost everything that comes. But I think he's getting burned out. Getting quite tired regular now. But he's good going. Still turn up for camp. Still doing his duty as usual, as his commitment. So, yes, thanks to the Most High for that. Giving the courage and still giving the strength to do his job and support his family. And keep his duty going. And so, this is the Monday class. And you know, on Mondays it's called a law class. And Tuesday we have the Brotherhood that's from Manchester. Wednesday, we have the history class. Thursday, we have scripture breakdown. And Friday, we have the Lashon Kadash. And Saturday, we have on the ends.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, if you don't have courage, don't run into the on the ends, because they show you what on the ends mean.
That's right.
Terrible.
That's right.
When the book is like you're in the MMA ring. Body slamming and everything, mind and mental, everything I get slammed. Verbally, don't take it personal, because we know someone not going to carnal. Yeah, so with that, we start the class, and with the classes, God is a man of war.
That's right.
So when people come out to us and see us in the street doing our thing, or doing the Most High work, they're coming to ask if everybody can be saved. Everybody can be saved, but what category are you going to be saved under, and for what reason? We know we're going to be saved to run the kingdom, because we are the representative of the Most High. Now the other nation, they are going to be saved, but I would want to be in their position when they call it saved, because it's going to be a different kind of saving, right? So with that, we're going to show you that the Most High is a man of war. Don't think that he's just coming with love, and the love is for who? For the man of war that you think, oh, God don't do this and God don't do that. No war can be fought in the earth without the Most High saved. No nation can take up swords without he hand out. See, you have Iraq and Iran getting out. Iraq and Israel, the fake Jews, them battling for a real estate that do not belong to none of them.
That's right.
We the people we belong to, guess what we are? We are scattered in the ends of the earth. And because we are scattered in the ends of the earth, they take charge and make it look like God care about them. God don't care about no other nation. But the seeds of Jacob,
That's
the
right.
seeds of Abraham, the seeds of Isaac. So with this, we're going to show you that the God of Israel do conduct do direct the stages of war. You can't just get up and say, this world is for you to come and do what you do to his children and just walk away. Oh yeah, he's not gonna do nothing. Really? You have a different God that you praising. So we're gonna show you that God still loves us today. So we're gonna So after we show you that God still loves us today, as I said, you don't have to go for the scripture for that. But we're gonna show you the God who we serve. Tell you that he's a man of war. Could you go to the book of Exodus? Yeah, come on.
3:15.
Huh?
3:15 is it?
Exodus 3:15.
Exodus 3:15. It's a lot, yeah, my bad. 3:15. And God said, moreover unto Moses. So 3:15.
Well, let me see.
Oh, 15:3.
Yes.
15:3, my bad. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
God is a man of, the Lord is a man of war. And the Lord
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the deep. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
back up there.
Never taste much potato, taste that good.
Back up.
That tastes like it's got condensed milk in it.
Can't. Sorry for the disruption, but as we resume class again. So as we were saying, God is a man of war, and this is why he is going to war. And he has been to war for us many times. Because when we were in Egypt, he did bring the Egyptian that kingdom. Now he's gonna don't come to me this foolishness. So in Egypt, he had showed that he has brought down one of the mightiest throne, and that's the Egyptian. Because the Egyptian was quite mighty. Even Jacob would make it even double mighty when Joseph used to rule Egypt. Sorry. So in this dispensation as we are now, we come to realize that look now, for the Most High to bring up his kingdom, he has to destroy these other nations. Right, all these other 17 nations who prove themselves to be mighty in this time and disrespecting us. Can you see what Moab is going on with nowadays? Moab is getting very bright, you know. Making that little black doll and punching it and stretching it and kicking it and doing it, all kind of things. All the other nations who's not killing us is mocking us.
That's right.
And because of this, everything has been intensified because the Most High is not going to sit down and let them disrespect his children the way they feel like, oh yeah, they are nobody. No, it's not so, sir. Not in his rulership, because every nation was made to serve us. But because we fell, they think they have the right to come and mock and jeer and disrespect. Well, the Most High ain't having it like that. And to tell you the truth, we deserve our freedom. They get theirs to exercise their ignorance, but they never use it in a good way. So let's show you that the Most High is a man of war, and when he comes, he ain't coming to shake the other nation hand or congratulate them for what they do to his children. He's going to reward them double for what they do to him, to his children. So we know that we are the children of Israel. We are cast out in the other nation, among the other nation, living the most abominable stage of life that we have ever lived. They force us to marry to their children. They make prisons as a business to destroy us. They come with eugenics program and they exercise it on us. They use all manner of evil weapon, but they didn't remember what the scripture said. No weapon that form against us shall prosper.
That's right.
So we are seeing it in the last days that they are, as he said to them in the book of Amos, tell the Gentiles to prepare for war. Well, they are prepping their war weapons. So now he's going to get ready to raise up his army to take them down, because we don't have no weapon, carnal weapon. Our only weapon is what? The Bible. Right. The word of the Most High and the law, statutes, and commandments that we should keep, that we don't fall into his hunger. We should come and keep the law that the prophecy fulfilled for us and not against us. Because when it all comes down, he's doing all of this for us. So why shouldn't we be grateful? Why shouldn't we stand up and say, okay, the other nation, they force us to worship their God, and their God provide them only with evil things. So basically, our God is going to war for us. We should be happy. We should be rejoicing to know that he still loves us today. And no other nation can take us away from him. Because before the world began, guess who he was? Guess who he chose? He chose the seed of Jacob. He chose the seed of Abraham. And he chose the seed of Isaac. And here we are today in these last days, in the hands of the world, among these wicked Gentile people who know that our God has always choose and nourish us. But yet still, their only desire is to destroy us. And it just ain't going to happen. The Most High is not going to sit around and allow them to continue to abuse us the way they abuse us and think that, yeah, John 3:16 make everything right. No, can't happen. That John 3:16 is the pastor's weapon of deception to take money from you. We don't need to tell you the John 3:16 that they are preaching, because we know that's a lie. The John 3:16 in this ISUPK, you hear it, you're surprised to know that it's totally different from where the pastor in the church are telling us. Right. God so loved the world. He never break it down to tell you which one of the world. He never tell you that God is a man of war, right? Because he wanted to tell you that God is a man of only love. Yes, but he has love, but love for who? And for what reason? Because we said we would keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why he loves us. And he has chosen us long before the world began. So now, even though they think that, oh, because we were in slavery and we get punishment, they think, oh, it's a curse. It's a blessing in disguise likewise. For us to know, if he had done this, tell us, what would we be living like? We live like the Gentiles without care and concern, right? Fighting over the resource of the earth, just like what you see they are doing now. They want to control every real estate, every natural resource, and they focus on Nowadays, if you drive on the motorway, you're supposed to have your two hand on the steering, as they want to find you for that. This system is becoming such a chokehold that the most I have to come with war to break us loose from their grip.
Right.
Because they feel so mighty and so powerful that their weapon. Imagine the two little matchstick weapon they have want to come to contest the most I will create all things. Mankind is such a small mind of way of thinking. We thought the Most High, as it says, he make the smith to blow the fire. But no, he make the smith that cause the world to pass away with a whisking noise. How do you think he create all of those things? You think he come to you and ask you to work out a mathematical figure for him? He already done all of these things. But no, because you're a scientist, you're raising up and you find a little idea, you think so you can use it against the creator. A man of war. I don't even understand why mankind just cannot understand. You cannot challenge the Most High. You Gentiles gather up all of your hand because you have a 17 nation and make all of the nuclear weapons. Support each other and make all the nuclear weapons and see if that can take the Most High down. See if that even phase him. Because we see what him can do already. And we have to fear him. That's why we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. But you Gentiles think that you can challenge him. Because what? Your scientists think they have all the answers and they can do what? Fight the Most High in battle. You can't even fight him in knowledge, much less in physical battle. Right. One tweak of your genes, you don't even know where you're. He used the same little tweaking of your mind when they were building this the temple of Babylon. And he just tweaked their mind a little bit and everybody started chat rubbish. Pass me the shovel, it might be the bucket. Pass me the bucket. You might get something totally different and then everybody just get fed up and gone. Can you imagine him tweak your mind and turn the wall on against each other? Which he already done it. Because guess what? A Gentile, a war against Gentile now. Now we in the middle doesn't even care because we know our protection. We know he protecting us who keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. So look, Iran now not admitting that they have nuclear weapons. Israel not admitting they have nuclear weapons. But everybody is prepping up themselves. Oh, we're gonna give who a surprise and who's not getting surprise, right? But this is a wheat producing country name who's fighting with Russia. Wheat, Ukraine, right? So America dupe Ukraine and put them in a debt for all of the wheat where they might produce. And now look, Gentiles supposed to be supporting Gentile, wasn't it? But no, somebody is duping somebody. Oh, wicked these people are among themselves. Can you imagine if we never have the law, what we will be like? Merciless, ruthless, and unconscionable. Because we grew among them and we were doing the same thing, sacrificing our children to idol. Now we come to realize, no, that's not what our God wants. That's not the God we're supposed to serve. Right? Because our God not going to have to throw our kids in the fire. He knows the value of them. But the other nation is glad because what? They are trying to destroy us in every aspect and chances that they get. Right? So a man of war, God is the man of war, right? He never sit down and say, okay, let them destroy the seed of Jacob and wipe them off the face of the earth. Remember, we are a what? A diamond in his crown jewel. As he says, we are what? We are the apple of his eyes. You know, precious that is to look on something and say, you are the apple of my eyes. Yeah? You adore it so much that you don't even want it to bruise if it fall off of the tree. We are falling away. But he still give a chance to redeem ourselves. As I say what? Look back into yourself and see. It might be the exact term. Yeah. Bethink yourself. That's the right term. Thank you. And look what we are doing now. We bethink ourselves and coming back into the rules of the law, statutes, and commandments, which was only given to us. And if you don't believe me, please go to the book of 2nd Ezra 3, verse 36, and let's show you. 2nd Ezra 3, verse 36. So he never ever give any other nation it. That's why he's going to go to war with them for us. He has never given them anything to do than to say, oh, prepare yourself for war. Because we are the nation that he catered for. War, let's show you how serious it's gonna be.
You want second?
Second is just 3 verse 36 to show you how precious we are to him. He only gave us. Second is just
3:36. Okay.
Can't.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 3, verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept by thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Not the heathen. He don't care about them. And we can go into Psalm 147 verse 19 or Psalm 119 verse 147 and show you that the same thing that is written in the book of Ezra is written in Psalms. And he has never passed it on to nobody. So why would he want to go to war with them? Why wouldn't he want to go to war with them? Because they have no value to him. We are valuable to him. Right. So he will destroy kingdom that he has done already to Pharaoh.
And this is a real heavy topic, you know. This is a real heavy topic because the Christians in the Christian church, all we ever learned was that our records was about love and unity and peace and harmony and nonsense. But war is recorded throughout our records. All you can hear from front to back is war. Again and again, a great example would be Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. So if I may, I'll just pull it. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8.
So to tell you that all of this war is going on, it's not because they want to war, it's because they have to.
That's right.
Because look, how stupid they are. They make weapons and they trade with each other, and then they take the same weapon when they fall out, shoot back at each other. How stupid can you be? With the same weapon when you sell these people, you take it back, fire back at you, and then later on and make peace treaty and buy a weapon again and then start back another war again. That's what I'm saying?
Khan, and all 80 books in the Bible were inspired by the Most High God. So if war is mentioned in our records, where does that term come from? It comes from the Most High God, right. None other. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
There you go. So when you pass in a church, I tell about John 3:16, for God so loved and he loved everybody. Why all of a sudden God love is extended to the other nation? Where was that love when they were beating our back? Did they give us any of that love? No. But we had to, even though we have a small amount of love to share among our brothers and sisters, we have to still give it to them. Our wives and daughters have to breastfeed their children and leave their own children to cry for hunger. That is love. And that is no ordinary love.
Right.
For you to hear your own seed and fear pain, a cry, and you have to put them one side and feed your precious baby on your breast. Nourish them. And no, they still hate you. You drive a nice car. Oh, you should be having that. Oh, the likes of you should be living in this community. The earth was made for our sake. Right. Don't they tell that second Ezra 6 verse 54? And as for the other nation, why are we not inheriting with them? Because it's not supposed to be like that. How are we going to decipher which kingdom is good and which is bad? Right? So you must understand that when Moses said, I am a God of war, he have a reason to go to war. Because these people has never shown us love. They even want to disrespect our God. You see how far their disrespect is coming from? From Cain. When the Mosai asked, where is thy brother Abel? You hear the pompous and prideful answer, am I my brother's keeper? If me talk to my people, oh, where is your brother? And me talk to my people, am I my brother? You're getting a slap around the head, or a shoes fling at you, or some form of foreign object will come at you. After a couple of hours, you have to keep away from the house. When wait till everybody going to be detected and knock the door and somebody up in the street. And him bright enough, he can't even see God. But him, am I my brother's keeper? That's way over the top. That's not a hard and prideful answer. He think he's too pumped, and even till this day, you hear what I'm saying? The imaginary man in the sky. You believe in him? You can't even see the breeze, but you still can't feel it. But you can't see the Most High, but you can write up yourself with him. Them the line me across. And once you come to know the Bible, you realize that certain things you don't do because you will provoke the Most High against you. Just like how he said to us, he will get in hungry and destroy us if we try to keep secret with the other nation. Right? Your sisters and your daughters and your brothers and your hand don't marry to the other nation. You have 12 tribes. Pick a wife from them.
Right.
Right? So when the Messiah go to war, he have a reason to go to war. How long he has been patient and nourishing us and teaching us. Look, you are a chosen people. You are a special people. I separate you. And not because you fall into punishment, that means you must keep sinning. No. The laws are there to show you, look, don't cross this line, it will provoke me. This is the reason I give you this law, so you can realize that you're a valuable people to me. You are an asset above all other nations to me. So if I have to go to war with the other nation to prove to them that I still love you, I'm ready. So all of these things, you see the other nation I do to us, they're so prideful. And they think God is not going to punish them. I think George Bush, in a film Pompous Days and Prideful Days, says, if anything come from the sky, me and my allies are going to deal with it. Yes. Can you imagine that though? He can't even get up off in bed without the Most High granting that strength to do it. But he can, the mouth so powerful and prideful against the man who makes sure that you can get up tomorrow, right, to fulfill the prophecy. But you still attack against a man who you can't even see. Right? Him see all things, him hear all things. Do you think he's going to have to answer for that? Somebody going to have to answer for that for you. So when we say we love, we have to show that we love him. We don't really want to say it aloud and not doing it. What's the point of saying something and you can't pull through with it? It just makes you look stupid. So can you read that for me again? That scripture.
What, Ecclesiastes?
War is something. It makes the bully know their boundaries.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
So now we are in the season of war.
Right.
So make your kata and carry your burden, because what is coming is only for the children of Israel to save them out of the hands of their enemies. And all nations around us are our enemies. We have been cast out to them, but the Most High shall gather us, and he shall mollify our wounds and reward us for all that we have been through. But the other nation, they don't want us to have our time, because what? They are in fear. The whole nation and the whole earth is in turmoil because they know that they are in the last days, and every part of the prophecies now, whether they want to admit it or not, is waking up. The Euphrates River is drying up. Every nation now is almost what? Almost they are the 17 nations. How much of them have nuclear weapons? Right. But so many processes are preparing. Right. So now, and see, Russia might be starting to help Africa to get their weapon, nuclear weapon up and running. So once they start to get them that nuclear power thing, somebody gonna get prideful and want to make nuclear weapons. So you see, everybody is getting their chance to prep them weapons, but it will be of no use. Because you could want more mighty and powerful than Pharaoh. Even when we were out in the desert, he still get a harm if he chase us. So mighty was, and his own might turned him into his own detrimental. Eh? He couldn't bear to see us leave because he ain't got no knowledge to run a city. So there's a big mouth to command and people follow. But our God speak, and guess what? Christ is going to deliver. And without a doubt, we're going to get our reward. And the Most High is going to bring on every one of these nations who benefit from our hurt, our pain, our blood, sweat, and tears. And even the same real estate where everybody are killing themselves. And they want to turn the Jerusalem in the center of the world, don't it?
What?
The center of the world, like where they rule from, where every laws are going to pass from this. Who give them that right? 1947, you're going to tell me, say, you're going to somebody's house 1947, and all of a sudden you become yours, and you want to make all the rules and kick out everybody else. You send some people, so okay, go over there so they won't bomb you, everything will be all right, and by the people over there bomb them. Eh? Are those people God not supposed to be at war with them? They're killing innocent, even though it's their business. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But you have to highlight where they go wrong.
This is what he's talking about.
God is a man of war, and guess what? He stands proud to it. I am the God of the children of Israel and none else. So if he's killing them, he has a right to. No man can come and negotiate with God for his possession, much less you take his property and tell about you are his people.
Yeah, but is
From
that
where?
before, in Moses' time, or even now?
So God does not change nothing from the day he created the heaven and the earth. He tell you, these people belong to me.
No, that's Moses.
Right? So he has never changed, and yet still these people think that he's going to give us up for their foolishness. What can you offer God for his possession? Give me an idea what a man can offer God.
We used to think that if like after we go back,
Exactly. So imagine the other nation coming to make a offering to him for us. That must be a...
the nation would burn all of Syria. It's not sufficient.
Lebanon. Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. So what can you offer the Most High for us? Absolutely nothing. Everything belongs to him. So what you going to offer to him for him? Nothing.
Right.
And you are so prideful that you still think you can challenge him. Yeah. Mankind have a really small... I wonder if it's because we have such a short time to live. We just have to try to live it in a burst of energy and ignorance.
I think because mankind can like invent stuff to get ahead of ourselves. You know what I mean? We invent some good stuff, man, like bridges and electricity and stuff. You know what? We use like close sheep as well. You know what? I might be there now, you know. That's what we're
Can't. That's every point. And imagine it was the 19th century when the first man flew across the Atlantic. I mean, imagine when we first went up in the sky in the plane. That's when we must have thought we was God. Man thought they were God. Well, I say man, Esau.
That's
the surgery. You do a keyhole surgery with a fix you and not even a scar. So they're getting good at technology. So now you know something. I think I already forgot now.
So that's when his pride is lifted up, is it?
God.
So he's gonna get a serious surprise when his pride is fall down right in front of him.
And if we're real about the thing, and we refer to our records like we always do in the UPK, we've been thinking we could challenge God from the ancient Babylonians. The ancient Babylonians thought that they was on a par with the Most High God. And okay, if he's the Most High, we're gonna go higher than him. And look how they got shut down. Look how the ancient Babylonians got shut down.
They were shut
because
down.
of them, we got double talk like English and Swahili and Arabic and all these cursed languages, all because of the ancient Babylonians. Who the hell wants to speak Arabic and Swahili? My God.
Like, if the Babylonians back then were punks, you can imagine this one now. They had a little bit of technology there. This one has technology loaded on it. Like you know, general baby was born. You scan your brain and see what's wrong with it. You test your blood and say, yeah, you're from iron, you're from sugar.
Yeah.
You see why it's that, man.
Yeah, can't. Right. That's right. He's just puffed up beyond comprehension.
Can we get to 1 Samuel 6 verse 2
Wait,
verse
what?
6? 1 Samuel 2 verse 6. So
2 and 6.
yes, done. So you can imagine that though. As we said, take on a little wing to the mount up to the sky, which Esau desires always to set his face upon the moon. So that make him feel so prideful that if I can come here from 1,000 miles from Earth and reach up here, so that means I can challenge the Most High. Or it's because the party say the Most High separate us, because whatever we conceive in our mind, we can achieve. So when he was building Babel Tower, I'm saying, all right, since whatever they come together and conceive, they can achieve it. So we're gonna separate them by language. So Esau get prideful long. You not really look on the destruction of the other nation who rise up and try to do that, you know. You might look on theme time. It can supersede them in a theme evil.
Right.
But poor thing. You understand what is gonna happen? That his own weapons are gonna become a fireball for them. It's happening, them shooting at each other, but when the Most High turn it around upon them, there'll be no water for hold it. There'll be no mercy granted unto them for that. And when they see us now rising up, as they see us now rising up, since Moab kick off with that thing I talk about how black people can boycott the Asian business, no black people are boycotting the Asian business. They don't even know it's a war they create against God and the children. You know? So when we start back, you know, all of them store now, empty. Now they're crying. That is a war from God. You step on our toe, He might go show you, say, when I put the spirit on these, and they move away from stop running your business, that's a war. And that's a war you use your mouth to create. Just like Haman, same Moab was telling Haman to leave his children. They are blessed people. When they were coming from Egypt, they didn't. But Haman, with him bright self, gather up every man and pick from what can fight in age. What God said, you didn't meet any bread nor water, you come to fight. So I put the spirit of vengeance on them, and we did slaughter them and take everything. Because all we wanted was just to pass through their land and say no. We even tell them we brush off the dust off our clothes and our shoes so we don't take anything. No. But they come to fight. So the Most High put the spirit of vengeance on us, and we did put them to fight. We slaughter everything and take it since they didn't want to give us generously and show mercy to us. No. Same Moab come now, bright and pompous. They are the one on the internet crying because they're shopping selling nothing. So take it to the white community. The white community is not going to support their business. Because white people don't really buy stuff like how we buy it. Give us, design anything. No matter how it look funny, give us and see if we can turn it into a marketable style. Everybody start rocking. If a man can wear pants on and everybody are rocking, why not give us anything and we can turn it into style for you? But no, you're bright because you make money and you take it back to your country. Oh, that's all we can do. Dance, run, our talent. Natural talent, man, because you can't have it, you criticize it. Just like a person who can't give a tan, the first thing as they approach, I don't like you because you're color. Because you can't have it. So you have to think.
You never notice white man always calling black man womanizers and womanizer. The model they got shot is a black man dead, 4 baby mothers. This is really what the just man. She play like that. So it's insults on. Look, these black men do that things for women. Because his behaviors and all rough and whatnot, and they wish he had played like black men. So just this is not playing.
And Salaki, for me, sir, and it's really deep. That's a deep point because the Bible says that polygamy for a man is lawful. So if Mark Dugan had 4 baby fathers, he was not acting unlawfully. But in their eyes, because they built a law out of our law, he was unlawful having more than one woman. But that shows you how deep this is, how unnatural and how far away from the Most High God that Esau is. Because when you really deep it, Esau, everything he does is the opposite to what pleases the Most High God. Everything that he does, every single little walk, breath he takes, from he opens his eyes in the morning till he shuts his eyes at night time. He does nothing. There's nothing in the spirit of Esau that would make God pleased or happy in any way, which way or form. Salakia.
That's a good point. Because if you look, why do we have records? So we can go back and look at what, if there was a mistake, what was the issue, how the Most High solve it us and give us a better way to keep the last and commandments, right? Now, if you check King Solomon have the most wife in the Bible, right? And the most concubine otherwise, not just wife. And the Most High said to him, if you had wanted more woman, I'll give you more, right? Jacob was having fun, right? And the Most High wasn't displeased. But since we come in the Western world, no, you're not supposed to have more than one wife. So that one wife can oppress you. That one wife can stress you. because you know you can't go nowhere, so go have another wife, right? So, if you go and sleep with another person, you have to sleep on the sofa.
Right.
In my house, no. Anybody, you go into the washing machine then. If you ever see that, go into the washing machine. Yeah, go spin some sense in your head. Because you can't come tell me in my house because you lock off. What's the agreement between a man and a woman? You provide for me, I provide for you.
That's right.
What you have a give me, other people that road can give me.
So
When
like-
me have a give you, other man can give you, but you're comfortable with me have a give you. So stick to your part of the deal and provide me with the and we stick to my part. We put a house over here, we put clothes on your back. If your nails are not supposed to do because it affect your reproductive system. Yeah? Because you know that the whatever chemical is in there, it penetrates through your finger and goes into your reproductive system. Yeah? Yes. Even high heel when you're a woman not supposed to wear because you affect them their womb. Things like these, we still provide you because it make you comfortable. But in the later days, I mean, if you run a hospital with your car, you have back pain and all kind of other problem, right? But it make you comfortable. Now, why when you forgive me, when me make me comfortable? Oh, you're not touching me tonight, but tomorrow morning you get up and forgive your money because you want to do your hair, you want to do your nails, and you want to do right, and you want to take your friends them out. So me not supposed to go to war in my house for that. And my one, that's the agreement between me and you. If you don't wash my clothes, that's not a problem. You can just throw them in the washing machine and wash and then and go about my business and come back and throw them in the dryer and then dry. But what is mine, what I wasn't born with, and that me negotiate with you, forgive me. Right? So we born with the Most High blessing. And this is why he's not negotiating with the other nation, not for us. Because they can't do nothing for him. Yeah? And this is why we must take much more pride in keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Stop feeling that the other nation have any good thing to tell you. How can a nation who hate you tell you anything good? Number one, they give about education.
Just before you go into education, what you was just touching on, just there, look, well, this is the thing, because once you come into the UPK and learn our history, our records, you get to understand the main thing, the main projection of it all and what we're supposed to be projecting. And that is getting our spirit to control the flesh. And we have powers in both. Esau, the so-called oppressor, he cannot manage 3 women because hasn't got the physical prowess or the physical power. But the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we do have the power,
right.
the physical power to have 3 women and keep them energized and keep them happy and keep them fully satisfied.
Right.
The so-called white man hasn't got that power in his carnal self, in his flesh. So he teaches the world to have 1 woman because that's the only physical power he has, to manage 1 woman. And the spirit is the same. The so-called white man has the spirit of Satan.
That's right.
So he will always teach you a lie. He will always teach you it's spiritual, it's righteous, it's separate, it's holy to have 1 woman, when there's no mention of that in our records.
That's right.
That's why we have records, so we can go back and say, was this a part of our record?
Can't.
Our
And
ancestors done this?
You can't. And so the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native Indian has the spiritual power and the carnal power. Why do we have the fleshly power as well? Because our spirit tells our flesh what to do, not the other way around. Salakia.
That's right.
So now you even live an example. You notice if you have something and you play with another child or so and him not have it, when you try to destroy your thing. Now Esau realize our joystick better than him. Him not happy because him film joystick no really produce nothing much. No happiness I did that. When a woman get pregnant, you don't get up like the man and sing and do everything. Make all breakfast before you even get up. And everything done.
That's such a heavy point. Because when I see the oppressor with a sister, I know that sister's got her meal ticket. Because there's no way on the face of this earth she's happy in the bedroom, Salakia. There's no way, Salakia.
That's right. So we know exactly so what. And the money train around the sun. Because in control of all the resources, so guess what? A sister have to play the game to make sure so she can get her fair pennies running good. Her credit score up and everything. But when it comes to us, even a man who have money, you know, say never really find too much time for a woman. But give a ghetto youth, make the woman book a ghetto youth where have nothing else we have. You have love to give. We ain't got no resource, so we have love to give.
That's right.
And it's like a black man here is a big or real man.
Right.
Black man is here, man.
Right.
A person that have money to be a man. That's why because we don't have money, we got masculinity. Just downplay the other black needs to get a job. Black man got no money, black man got no this. Because we got something here got. So he has to make his money make a man. We don't need money to make this man.
Right.
Every black woman you know talks about her broke baby father. I mean, me tell me a broke man is a broke man. A black man can be broke in the world. A white man needs some money to get that. We don't need that, man.
That's right.
So the real one moving off. That's why police drive for neighborhoods. See our young kids 18 walking in jealous. What's stopping the fiscals? What is stopping the fiscal in the real man? A man, his wife, their sister, looking at me that man. That is not
right.
Even though he's 18, even though he's young, even though he got no job, it will happen. One more thing, in jail, prison wardens have husbands at home, the work, the mortgage, everything that a woman so wants. Meanwhile, she has sex with a prisoner, an 18-year-old black man, that costs that first 8 pence an hour to kill land. Because you know why she wants a man.
Damn right.
I remember the Most High said Esau is not a man, he's a kind of a man. A kind of a man. Is there any question? So let's not forget that our biblical duty is to praise the Most High. And how we praise him today is keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is our children of Israel duty. So don't make these nations come and tell you, oh, you must serve your God. And the life that you are living, the full example is in the Bible.
That's right.
The holy book.
Right.
No other book is holy but this. So anybody come with another holy book, that one come from hell. Nothing to do with the Most High, because the Most High never sanctified no other book but this. Right? So the history of our ancestors' standard of living is in this. Many wives make your life nice. One wife, you then use this term when then turn it around, happy wife, happy life. But we say many wives, happy lives.
That's right.
Right? So don't come to us and tell us that one wife can make you happy. No, that can't happen. Because when that one wife is stressed, she not gonna be happy with you. She don't want to see you. But when you step over to her, she gonna think, oh, you should be in my bed tonight. Look at Leah and Rachel. Weren't they contesting for Jacob? So when we come up here, so I beat ourselves and I stress out, say, when you see us, the wife look plump and nice, and the poor little man a jaw like, eh? Stressed out. You not get no love. You come in from work on a hard day shift and I'll tell you, oh, I make sandwich for your dinner. What? In my house. So what you did I do for a man, mama? Hey, mama, you go contain me six sandwich on my bed? Or you think me keep up my strength? Now go work in my house, no, mama. So yeah, what you do? Change your game, I'll get your wings and fly. But you're not going to stay in my house and feed me sandwich. And contain my one wife happy life, not in my house. Jacob never said one wife happy life. The Most High never tell King Solomon one wife happy life. So how you going to tell me? And then the Most High knows that we are precious to him and he should not go to war for us. He didn't say make us, he said action us. He put a lot of effort into us. Look at the details of a black woman. Up here, so strong shoulder, strong body, nice shape. Eh? Do you think you're going to make a man to make sure so he can hackle that properly? Hackle it. So when you walk out, you say, yes, my husband make me happy. Eh? Leah said the same thing. Rachel said the same thing. He should have been mine tonight. He's in my house tonight. So the one wife happy life not falling off our concept. No way in that equation that we can find happiness. So the Most High knows, you say if you bring back these people to me, and for them live the way their ancestors used to, I'm going to have to go to war with this nation. Because how can I have one wife and then you're going to tell me so I can commit bestiality? Yeah? Look at what Elam is doing. Elam wife record him having sex with the chicken. Eh? And your wife, they write this up. Then go and get another wife. Then so what? Why you cross over to the fowls, and you have other one out there? One wife, happy life. Are you happy with your wife, your husband, and go sleep with that chicken and go sleep with you later on? What's going on with that? The most I have to go to war for us because these people have such a chokehold pan way that from we see them, we step out of the way to give them way. But if we see a brother come, we start puffed up. We look, we are buff up our back like a hyena. Yeah? You know, a hyena now, not just in your back, so him puff up in back. Right? But if you see a brother come now, everything like, what is he looking at me like that for? And no matter how the oppressor pass and I look straight at your eye, you know. All right, sir? You happy, sir? Everything all right, sir? There you go. And you will never get the respect from that.
Right.
But the most I love you, I still respect you to them.
That's right.
Don't he look at you and say, he look upon the children of Israel, the book of Acts, and I have respect for them. He look at in the book of Genesis 4, verse 4, he say he look upon and Abel, and I have respect for him. Yes. So if we are so precious, why would he still want to sit down for hate, this and destroy us? No. He has to go to war to make these people know, say, look, without these people, this hurt can go on. So I'm going to have to redeem them back out of your hand. And don't get too happy because your days are ruling over us is at an end. And all of the nation now are just stressing, oh, they're going to do to us what we done to them. What's we going to do to you? And the most I tell you how we're going to do it, double. So a double for your trouble. Can you imagine? Your wife and your yard and your daughter on top of him, a whap of me. A double trouble that for you. Because you ain't getting nothing. So if a bestiality, we're still going to beat you because you can't go to go sleep with the animal. A serious matter. So all of these things that they are prep and practice and one another, it's not going to happen in the kingdom. These children kidnapping and whatever they might get out with them, molesting, not going to happen in the right. This Epstein file, everybody account, all of the celebrity them for molest kids. Now come on. They stigmatized Michael Jackson, say he was molesting kids, but he was protecting them. But they turn it around and make it look like I'm the offender when I'm the defender of them. Right? And now, what them say? These black people are up to no good. We are God people. You're jealous of us. And no matter what we do in your kingdom, we will never be respected. So guess what? We need to come in the ISUPK. That's the only home of refuge and the only home of the truth to tell you that you are valuable. Show me with, even if you have the biggest qualification in the workplace, the top information is not given to you. They hide certain kind of information from you. So you always like struggling around in there. You go down the and occupy yourself by doing the work that we give you to do. But this top information will not be passed down to you. It's only for the ruling class. And remember, that's all it's to be as a tool.
Back to that, yeah. On the end, we put a video of a school teacher, and so he went to school on how to teach black boys. And he was like, why black boys, one of the boys, teaching basically not to expect much from black boys. It's not listening to them, don't really push them because, hey, what to expect. What's it, right? The big education is helping.
I said that because I've grown up. My stepson, you see them already, right here. I've got my nephew, and I've grown up quite a few other little boys around. And trust me, plenty of time I have to go down to the school to represent them. And when I ask, listen, if he's supposed to come into the class, why is he have to stand outside? And when other kids come after you call them in, but he has to stand out there. And I go to the principal and ask the principal why. Oh, baby, she having a bad day. They said that is no excuse. She having a bad, stay your yard. Don't take out your problem for the young child who are looking to get an education. The better I'm life in the system. My stepson kicked a door because he was hungry because the teacher wouldn't let him in the class. And up till this day, he can't get no training. Right? He can't get nothing after the NHS we do for improving himself. I said, okay, go and do plastering. Go and do this board thingy, drywall lining and things like that. And they should pay for it. No. Because of this, because they still hold it on his record because he kicked the door and made it up. He said, look how much of these white kids drive and mash, lick down our stoplight and all kind of things. And they still get benefits. You say, oh, you see the kind of teaching that they expect of you? The kind of life they expect of you? Nothing. You must not be progressive because you're supposed to be a tool for the system. Nothing else. and you're supposed to be on the lowest level, so we can always have bad things to say about you. Because of what? Cain, jealousy.
That's right.
That's all it stems from, you know.
I know a lot of people that can't progress in school, and when they go to Jamaica, you know, so the problem ain't sitting around with us. It's just that we can't function in the white man's side, but amongst our own, we do it. And also one that apparently was, you know, a problem and couldn't be taught. Went to Jamaica and teachers said like amazing, they're selling, talking to class the whole night. So we really need to be around ourselves. It's their learning system that we can't live with.
That's right. Because since I come to England, I was living in a thing called Taylor House before I get my flat. And this guy, young guy, he said his mom, he couldn't progress in school up here, and they sent him to Jamaica. And when he come back, he was top of his class. When they asked him any question like that, he answered. And they were wondering, why? So what they do, they still find another way to keep him out of the mainstream class. Oh, you're making our kids look bad. How are you making our kids look bad when you give him a curriculum to go by, and he's going by it and progressing? And now because he come and show that, oh, look, there's nothing wrong with me. You are only using your strategy to keep me down. I go to a country where I'm re-energized and refocused and come back and I do better than where you. And you just say this is a first world and Jamaica is a third world. Even though they mark the exam paper out there now. And do you know that marking an exam paper in England is different from marking one in Jamaica? When I used to do GC, when you do the GC and the paper comes up here for mark, right? Whosoever mark it mark lower than up here. But if you get like say a D and come up here, you only do 1 year in school and they improve it up to a 2. It does mark the normal way like how you mark any exam paper. So they always have to find a way to keep you down, right? You are just like you come here. You get a driver's license over here, oh, the countries are different from Jamaica. At the same law, you drive on the left-hand side. We know road signs. So why when you come here, we have to do that over complete test. My mother.
Americans don't.
Eh?
Americans don't.
Exactly. My mother,
Right.
born in the 50s, right? And she born as a British national. But when she come here, she have to do test to become a British citizen. That make any sense to you?
Damn near the same thing. All of Europe drive on the right-hand side. It's the same thing for them when they come here. France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Luxembourg, Belgium, the Netherlands. They all drive on the right-hand side. They don't have to renew their license when they come.
Come over and just drive over. Drive up at the boat and then gone. But we come here. So tell me why the Most High would want to go to war for us.
That's right.
It's your oppression. And you see that these people is reveling into our
Sorry. And it's that kings in the state make a still stay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, right. Con. Right.
Right?
Meanwhile, man, Eve, Polish man come here with
Con.
free.
Right.
No, this England, we got 400 years of cotton in England.
Right.
The settings, we got
It just don't make no sense, does it?
Them give me their family name, but we can't have a pass a green card, but we can have the family name. My God.
This is how backward and ignorant this man is. We everything we do is follow the same system when you set up in our country, right? But yes, when you come over here, we have to do a whole new, like everything renewed. If you cannot bring your qualification from Jamaica, but yet still the same subject that you teach over here, you teach it over there, and we have to come over here and do a 1 year or 2 year to upgrade it to be accepted in the same system with the same education. Eh? I never seen another set of people with ignorance, right? No, look at this. A man is working, and the reason why he works, he want to earn money to feed his family and to pay bills, right? Sustain a decent level of living. How are you gonna pay a man money to make money? That don't even make no sense to me. Yeah, when you come out of the factory, then why not just take some money to put in the pocket and come out? Don't make no sense. Because when you go there, see money out to get here. And they're gonna tell you that You are backward and you come from a third world country. They're gonna call you a monkey, and you never see any animal with black people here. But all the other nation, 16 of them have straight animal here. But yet still they call black people monkey. And they're reveling at that, and you never show me which animal ever have black people here. No animal can carry black people here. But yet still, we're ignorant and we're illiterate and we have to be taught. Yes, we couldn't speak English, but that is in the Bible. Right? So we couldn't read English. That is a fact, but that is in the Bible. But we were speaking Hebrew, a more advanced language than yours, a more pure language than yours. And now, 2 weeks come over here, you cut out our tongue, you dip us in hot oil, you throw all kind of things from us to destroy us because you didn't want us to learn to read. Because if we had learned how to read English from our early stage, then we would know this slavery couldn't go on because we find out who we are now. So you take our book, give us a different language that we cannot read, but yet say some of our people still progress and teach themselves to read a language they didn't know nothing about. And as soon as you feel like so them are turn over their knowledge are increasing, they just start killing them. You tell lies so they can't read. Of course you couldn't read English, because English is not a language you know. The Bible tells you, a nation as swift as the eagle shall come upon them who speak a language you have not known. You cannot read a language if you don't know it. If I show you a Arabic word, do you know it? No. But if I show you a Hebrew word where you practice for, different from English, you know it. Right? So let's not waste our time and do this bag of foolishness and talk about God are going to come to save everybody. From what? If you go into the book of Luke 1, verse 69, it tell you, Mary shall have a son and he shall call his name Jesus, and he shall save his people. Don't touch it. We go to the book of Matthew 1, verse 21, it tell us the same thing. We are going to be saved from our enemy. You think God is going to come out to our enemy and negotiate with them by signing contracts and stuff? How much contract has the British government army signed with Jamaica? And they break every single one of them. So why you think God is going to come down and sign contract with them and say, okay, let's do John 3:16 as a cover plate and just forget everything? Because the pastor collect money to tell God love everybody and everybody can be saved. The most side, these people are not going to give us up. They know that we are a resourceful people, a blessed people as Moab did tell Haman, and we are a people who have a heritage rich in all ways, invention, sports. Because if you look, who's the fastest man? Usain Bolt. If you're looking at the Bible, did one of our people run 50 minutes run and he hit a fan and he don't bend? Yes. Look, Joshua run left the horse and chariot. Yes, when the destruction was coming, he run leave the horse and chariot. Not even the horse and chariot couldn't keep up with him when he was running. And now, look, we still showing you that from back then our history show our greatness, and up till today, even though we're in oppression, we still excel to greatness. And there's nothing you can do about it. You have to rely on us. They turn it around and say what? We cannot do without them. We can't live without them. We need them. For do what? They don't beat you back already. And now you're scared this time our house to beat your back. But guess what? The Messiah is coming with it, and this one. Let's show you 1 Samuel 2, verse 6. Did you read that?
Yeah, we do. You broke that down already.
Go on. All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32, verse. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. Because these people think that the Messiah is going to come and set up table and chair, and everybody is going to eat and drink. It's not a wedding anymore. There's no wedding going on for you. It's for us.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive.
No, he come to sign contract, and everybody's going to live happy. John 3:16, happy.
I kill, and I make alive.
He's going to come and kill people. That's what he's coming to do. The blood is going to be up to the horse's bride. So if the horse are 10 feet, the same blood are going to when he done slaughter it. His people. He ain't coming to talk about or keep a big party and a celebration of his return.
That's right.
He coming to put people to death for his people.
Right.
And you know, won't stop oppress us, you know, won't let us go. You're going to tell us go back to our country. How can we go back to a country that you're still bleeding it dry? Eh? Looking at every country, even the corners of the Caribbean, these people have their hand digging up the resources and making laws on the people. Now that you can't go to Jamaica with over 100,000 as a Caesar site. You only can come into the country with 100,000. You have to prove any money over that. You have to prove it. You have to go get lawyers so that the money will then take and go be depleted in the lawyer fee. But yet, see, the oppressor can come and take tons of resources out of you and make millions of it, and you don't question them. Our people are so broken that the rulers who are supposed to be ruling and looking out for us are selling us out in every way. They have to burn down a hotel in Jamaica where more have come and say only white people can come to that hotel and Chinese. They burn it down. How much hotel are going to burn? Because these people don't learn. It's going to have to be back in the 1950s when they used to have to beat the Chinese and run them out of Jamaica. If it's going to have to come to that, then it's going to start happening again. Because you can't go to China and make nothing because the Chinese people can't come in there. They're not having it. You have to come out. But you can't come in your country and do what they want and come tell you so you can't come there, sir. Well, let's see what the firefighter go purify them mind. But the real fire.
China, hopefully, go for the hotel, but you have to put our Chinese.
None.
No.
No.
Jamaican man, well, you can monitor the community and Jamaican money in there, but that money goes back to China. But after the couple of years they've done, China's man going back with that money, doing a new mortgage, they made money at Jamaica.
Yeah.
So really, we don't think we got an intolerable. It's been China true. And of course, we owe China for intolerable.
Mm-hmm.
And they can do intolerable. China, so we must be first.
But the Chinaman still control the toll road because most of the money we're making from the toll road go back to him to help to pay off the debt.
Still 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we get? Toll road.
But when they leave it to us now, the maintenance is going to be really expensive to maintain it. So don't think that them are just left it in a good condition. No. They collect back their money. The contract was given to them. They supply everything. Their people come and do it, so everything go right back to them. And when the toll road they're leaving, the toll road is going to be in a perfect condition. So what's going to happen? You wanted to fix? You have to give us a new contract. Because I'll tell you the God truth, if it was given to Jamaican contractors, they'll be dragging their foot. Money will be coming in, but most of the money gone into people's pocket before anything can be shown up. Because we have a program every Easter, they call it the crash program, where they go around and debush the roads and clean the culvert them and clean out all of the water drain. And most of the time the money not coming to the people. So we are not even loving ourselves when we should be looking out for our own people. Right? Look at Usain Bolt. How much hours he spent and nights on top of nights and days on top of days in pain, getting up early, going to bed late, soaking himself into ice water to heal his body quickly. And nobody was out there running with him, but most people were cheering for him. And the people who sit down conniving and carnal-mindedly, rubbing their hand and say, yes, that money is going to go disappear now. You say, but so you run your run. And we go here to collect our money off you. He pay tax to the government over here after he get his reward. And he go to Jamaica and can't enjoy his money. They steal it. And the government no. Take out money out of the organization before it collapses. Because he has his friend to tell him when it is going to collapse. No, see, tell me, if you hear this kind of oppression happening to your children and to your children who are broken, they're turning on each other, what you do? Step in. So the Most High step in with war. And because we know who we are in the ISUPK, we are coming out now to tell you people, listen, put away this foolishness and come into the ISUPK. Right. The church can't tell you nothing good because the church is our business. The prison ain't going to teach you nothing good because the prison is set up as a business. If you should look at the prison record or the people who have investment in that prison, you'll be surprised to know the same people who are oppressing you are them around the prison system, and all of them have shares in the prison because every bed in the prison the government have to pay for it. Who pay the tax to the government? You. When any debt supposed to be paid off, so England have a much billion-dollar debt, right? Who is going to pay off that debt? Me and you. Who did finish pay the slave master in 2015 for the destruction of the slaves? Me and you, the same taxpayer. I pay for our own destruction.
Right.
Did we see what we're asking for? Reparation. What they said. If anybody else asks for reparation again, want to take them visa. And let them deny them any country that asks for reparation. How wicked is that? If you are taking away my bread from my mouth and my children, as a father, what you think is what I step in for them? I'm going to have to go to war. Because the oppressor have no mercy. And guess what? The only way you can meet him is to meet him at his own game. And because we know that the Most High is mightier than Theme God. Because remember, Theme God received power. But from who? Our God. That the devil received power. But from our God. So there's no way, there's no win-win for them. It's judgment all the way. It's punishment all the way.
Silakian, and that's a heavy point because it don't matter how many red poppies they force us to wear or require, because in some workplaces, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians have to wear a poppy on Remembrance Day. Depends where you work. In some places, it's mandatory, statutory to don a red poppy. I don't at slavery, but I'm not forced to. But some of our people are. That's crazy to me because, like what you're saying, reparations. We can't, and whether Jamaica's leading the way or Argentina or Brazil or Black British, so-called Black British, it doesn't matter. They're not ever going to give us the right of reparations. They don't want us to remember 400 years. And they don't want us to remember oppression. And they don't want us to remember brutality and pillaging. But they want us to remember World War II.
9/11.
Are you serious? Salakia.
What is the main statement they use when anything goes up about us?
So you say that again?
What is the main phrase that they use when we try to remember anything? I bring it to their attention.
Oh, slavery was a long time ago.
Exactly. That was long time ago. But World War I and World War II was what?
A long time ago.
9/11 was what? A few decades ago.
Yeah.
But yet still.
World War I, slavery was abolished in 1865 by Abraham Lincoln, the 14th Amendment. 20 years later in 1914, 40 years later in 1914, World War I commenced. Kaiser built and the German regime. And NATO went against Kaiser Bill, who was building up the German economy. They was jealous of Kaiser Bill. You know what I mean? That's 1865, 1914. That's just 40, 50. That's less than half a century, yeah. So come on, man. Is this a joke? They're telling us forget slavery. We were still in slavery in 1864. They want us to remember World War I and World War II. And that was in the same era. Same time. Well, it's 50, isn't it? Salakia. Yeah, so, hypocrisy in the entirety. Hypocrisy.
Because what? We must only go through pain. And that's why when they were experimenting on us, they think we couldn't feel pain because we are what? 3/5 of a man. We are not human. And right. God never say we are not human because the word human is color. And when they take out the he and put H-U-M-A-N, you get human, which still sound like color man. Right? So now they look at us how they can't feel pain. Or head shape a certain way, we are not human. Or height a certain way, we are not human. But yet still, God never look at us and say we are kind of a man. Right? He look at them and say they are kind of a man. That's when he sat there and says he's a kind of a man. So there's no way, every aspect of them where they might try to bring us down, Look in our history book and see what the Most High said.
And that again is another heavy point, because they've been pushing that narrative since they understood that they came from a recessive gene, an albino gene, a recessive gene, blue eyes, a recessive gene, no melanin in the skin, leprosy, a recessive gene. That's when they started pushing that narrative. And ever since then, they have flipped the narrative to say that we evolved from apes and monkeys. That's where black people and so-called Africans come from. They know they can differentiate. They know the distinguish and the difference between Africans and us. But they want to classify us with the Africans by putting us all together. And that narrative's been pushed since they realized how weak and feeble and fragile and frigid they are as a race. Salakia.
Look, just had another layer on top of that. If we were such a primitive people and we evolved from the animals they compare us to, now where's the gap? I remember if you have to cross a water and the body of water too wide, where you put over it? A bridge. Show me where the gap then where all that void come and you cannot find the bridge between us and a monkey or any other creature.
God.
But we can show you in the Bible where Christ called your animal and call your mama dog. And every dog have your kind of hair and your color eyes. So how you can find through gap? You can bridge through gap, but we can bridge through a gap using the Bible.
That's right.
And we wonder where this recessive gene came from. Is it not, is science, and I'm not saying I believe in this, I believe in our records, the Holy Bible, King James Version, 1611. But scientists have said in recent times that they found 0.2% DNA, Neanderthal DNA, in the European man, in the so-called white man. Now that, you might say, oh, well, that's not even 1% DNA. That's a hell of a lot. That's why you lot have got big heads. That's why you lot felt comfortable in the caves when we took the Roman Colosseums and the Greek civilization and overrun Europe and ran Europe for 1,000 years. You lot ran off and retreated to the caves. That's where Neanderthals came from. Caves. You felt at home in that part of the world, in the caves, in the mountains of Georgia and Russia and Turkey.
Yeah, but that's fine. We're going to have another layer on top of that. That's why when they make anything, they make it always high or deep down, so to remind them of the hole in the rock and the caves. And that's where the Most High said, even if they may go down into the holes of the rock or go into the caves, he's going to go for them. Right? Anywhere they go, because they're going back to what they look in Turkey. They find almost different levels beneath the earth, the rocks, where people, almost thousands of people dig and dig and dig and dig to live. Because remember, if the sun don't like you, you're going to have to find a way to avoid the sun, on it. And I'm just saying the S-U-N. The S-O-N come and tell us, my father said not like it, and me not like it either. So then come the climatical condition. You can't stand the cold. Look where we come from, a hot place, 40 degrees. Because when you go there, so you see tarmac itself a bubble up on the floor. Yeah. And we out there seeing where do. You go there, you are burn left, right, and center, you are high. You do everything, you're going at the pool and when you come out,
right?
you're still a burn. Yes? So now, who is the people who come from a weak genetic makeup? Our genetic makeup is such a powerful genetic makeup that we create all nations. Right. Show me Moab and put Ammon together because they're the most recessive genes. Put Ammon and Moab together and see if they can produce a black person. No.
Never.
Put Elam and Ishmael together. Can they produce a black person? Even though their forefather was black. They can't go back. But we can go both back and forth and still stabilize it.
So and that's a heavy point as well, because even if you put ham and ham together, they can make black, but they can't make Negro. Make what? Gammon.
I'm can make gammon, that's why. If you double it, you get gammon. It can't be ham. I tell you, if you come into the ISUPK, remember, this, we don't use the phrase, we are the home of the truth, for no reason. One
Right.
West till they bury us, we swear to that. So, which other nation now can come and tell us that they're going to negotiate with the Most High for us? What? He put out a decree. If you can measure the expanse of heaven, he'll cast us away. That is true. There's nothing you can bring to him for us. What did Pharaoh say? He called upon a sun his brother and the moon his sister. And the stars. Did they help him when the Most High come for him? He might have to jump out of bed when the frog they start kiss him up and hug him up. He get up out of the bed, start scream. When he run into the room, his first man die because the frog then kiss him up and go with him. So there's nothing anybody can even think of and can bring to the Most High for us. And no, under this heaven, whether in this life or the next life after, you cannot negotiate with the Most High for what is this. Right? He did. Look at the effort this man put into us and sustain us through all of this tribulation. Question?
No.
Eh?
No.
Can you imagine?
People are laughing.
But can you imagine that though? The man fashioned us. How much we go through the Greek, we go through the Romans, we go through the Assyrians, the Persians,
Babylonians.
the Babylonians.
Macedonians.
Come on, keep going.
Macedonians, Babylonians, all kinds of onions.
See that? And you know onion are sitting there burn when you get to your
The
high.
Philistines.
And what happened? We still survive.
The
Not by our own
Egyptians.
power, but by the will of the Most High. Because what he call us? The Prince of the Power.
The Edomites. The worst of all of them.
And we still here. And every one of them experiment on us. They all experiment and eat us at the end of it.
And do you know how heavy that point is, what you're touching on? Because in the book of Genesis, there's 18 separate nations, right? So there was one nation that was chosen, and that nation was the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. What we've gone through, and you've named all the captivities, all the oppressions, all the nations that tried to have us
Down.
on the floor with the foot in our neck and try to obliviate us and wipe us out and annihilate us. Do you think what we went through, even, let's not forget the transatlantic slave trade, but let's put it to one side for a minute. Let's take the Egyptian captivity, the 430 years of the Hamite captivity. Do you really think there's a nation recorded in the Bible that could have survived? Every one of the other 17 nations would have become extinct, like the woolly mammoth, like the saber-toothed tiger. They would have become extinct. Only the Israelites and the Israelites alone could have gone through what we went through and survived.
Because what? Because the Most High sustained us through all of it. Even though we have slipped up many times, he has never given up on us. He still sustains us among them. Right? Look at how hypocritical these people are. They say the Caribbean a third world and we have ghettos and zinc fence and everything. And guess what? They're still digging out the resources of these countries.
Right.
And guess what? They still turn around and call it paradise. Because what? We have everything fresh and divine. Right? The only reason why most of us and our ancestors come here is because they want to elevate a little bit and make some achievement here, make things a little bit lighter and better. Because, you know, somebody has come from the whole slave time structures and all kind of things. We have kids now and everything, so we need to kind of expand on that little bit of land and that little bit of asset. So things can be a little bit better. Now, without the Most High, you think we could have ever come among these people as much as they still eat us and still survive? We deserve to be warred for. We deserve for this man to bring war to the other nation to us. Because they're taking everything and giving us what? Nothing. They are criticizing and complaining in this earth where the Most High make because of us. I always ask a question. If they are praying to another God, why the other God not make a hurt for them and take them put over there? They still have to believe in our Father's resource where He make the hurt for our sake. Now, if I'm ignorant, it's all right. But I have to look into things quite deep if you understand. Why do you hate us and still living off our resource? Why do you hate us and if we don't spend in your shops and your business cannot keep going? Right? If you see us in the road, you look at us like we are the non-progressive people. We have no value. As I said, we don't achieve nothing. We don't create nothing. But yet still, you depend on us. Our money make your business turn. We going to prison, make you pay your mortgage. We coming into your shop, make you can go home and say, okay, I make this amount today. You notice a very few of these nation of people coming to our shops. I've seen many shops in my community, a black shop, and I've never seen certain nation of people going there. They're not going in there. But yet still, I just see that you're passing by. Come and buy from me, I'll give some discounts. What about coming to my shop so we can? Yeah. 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 Can you imagine that they might using fluid slang? I try to recruit me.
Still like you for me. So we look. So the topic is God is a man of war.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're supposed to believe. I mean, what are we doing in that Christian church? What are we really doing in it? And what are we reading in our records? Let me just give you back-to-back precepts in the book of Revelation. And these precept upon precept, line upon line, these go together, these precepts, back to back, just so we know what the first precept is talking about. So the first one is Revelation 9 and 12. Hear this, and you tell me now, Christian pastor, that God is not a man of war. God is not dealing with war. We know that to have order out of chaos, and this wicked ass kingdom is chaotic. Let's be about right. Wars, pandemics. We're living in a time of chaos, pandemonium, and just madness. And you want us to believe your doctrine on our people that you push, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that the Most High God is going to bring love and wave a magic wand and bring love and happiness and peace across the entire world. You have to have war before you can have order. War distinguishes the chaos. Out of war, we get order. And that's what Christ is coming back, and he's been unleashed by the Most High God. Listen to this. The book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Now, what is that talking about? The first woe is World War I. So, but the pastor will say, well, you don't know what the other two woes are. The first woe is World War I. There's no mention of World War II or a potential World War III. So let's look at Revelation 11 and 14. And this is a precept that goes with 9 and 12, Revelation 9 and 12. So Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe, so 12 and 9 only mentions the first woe and says there's two more thereafter. So it doesn't mention Second World War has come to pass yet, has happened yet. But listen to Revelation 11 and 14, which is after chapter 9. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past. So now here's definitive proof that World War II has already taken place. But it goes on. John the Revelator goes on. And he says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So now, Christian pastor, if this is not enough to stop you robbing our people and teaching our people a bedtime fairy tale that's not going to happen, then our people in the church are, like we say every week, truly screwed and finished and destroyed. Salakia.
So, that was perfectly timed and added to it. So if we go to Isaiah 66 verse 15, let's see what the Third World War is going to bring.
Isaiah what?
66:15.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
World War III at its best. And there's nothing you can do to negotiate with this side.
Right.
He's coming with it, and he's going to make you know. This wasn't an imaginary thing, man, in the sky coming. You're going to see the real man step out, and guess what? He's a black man.
That's right.
And
Right.
most of you are going to collapse to the ground and die or faint then and think they're going to make you get away. No. Remember, he says, those who slay him shall see him. Can you imagine those who's already gone enough? And they are going to see him when he's coming. So when you think you killing yourself or you're getting yourself cremated, going to change anything? The biggest deception I say. We, so-called, we are the Israelites, and we have to die for our kingdom to come. Yeah? When you die, you go heaven. But for them, heaven is here. So the Most High going to bring back for them heaven.
Right.
And for them murderers to the present day judgment.
Right.
And there's nothing anybody can come ask him about it.
Right.
Because he said, remember, he's in Daniel 7 verse 9, I beheld until the thrones was cast down. So he patiently wait. And he see all the things they have been doing to his children without any remorse. You make a mockery of him. You make a mockery of his son. You make a mockery of his children. And then you expect now John 3:16 shall cover everything. That is the icing on the cake for everybody.
Right.
And our wicked brothers and sisters in the church telling you God so loved. Ask him to break it down. You know, I break it down because you're gonna put him on your time pocket. Which, if I'm gonna tell you which world, the world of the children of Israel. Him don't want to tell you that. Him just say the word, him generalize with everybody now. Because he make decision for God now. You saw him go at the oppressors college, and him so learned now that he can make decision for the Most High. So him generalize everybody gonna be saved now. So if everybody gonna be saved, what did God, Christ says? He's come to save his people. So what's the point of him coming again? That make any sense? But your pastor now, I gotta tell you, oh, put that aside. He's gonna come and save everybody. Because John 3:16 polish have everything. And everybody get forgiveness. Really? The Most High never signed that kind of contract with nobody. He signed one agreement, and did we when we said Moses speak to him and let him and you speak to us? Because if he speak to us, it's death. So here what we do, we sign agreement, and we're gonna keep this last such as a command. That
Right.
is perfect for us. And if we can keep our agreement and break it so much time, then is the right for him to come redeem us from this wickedness we're going? The people them practice every evil power way. The people that even say them create a virus now, we can destroy black people itself if we eat the food or drink the water. But guess what? It will never happen. Because we see snakes, fire snake bite many of our people in the Bible. And they just keep walking like nothing beat
That's
them.
right.
Do you think so when they come with God, the Most High don't see it? They have a different kind of game to play. And that is why we in the ISUPK will never stop push this truth
That's right.
until the Most High crack the sky and say, all right, game over. All of you goats go on the left, and then your sheep come on the right. And that is what we have. That's why we are pushing this thing final. When you see us go out there on Saturdays and doing our thing, you know what miles some of us have to drive?
The ISUPK security announcements. We got the ISUPK starting off on West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Route for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 to 10. Means a tenth in the Hebrew. Mahaya Shira. A 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department. Teacher, free priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the feast of blowing trumpets, the 11th of September. Okay. Remind our coming up to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black pants, Salakia. To start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarves. And with that, we're going to give Officer Mose our one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Mariam, which means stand. I Mariam Shabbat. I Mariam. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahaba Shemeh Shabrakata.
Yad Yamata. Class dismissed.